Hi there and welcome back to my extras video on Star Wars Battlefront 2. And right now we must go to the Dagobah system because I'm showing this level off. Now of course if you don't remember where this is exactly from, this is Yoda's house. Or at least where Yoda went off in exile to hide and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty much the whole swampy desert. And it does feature all the famous landmarks though. Like, for example, you can see here the sunken R-Wing, presumably Luke's. And I guess this didn't feature in the story because there's no real place for it. And of course, Yoda is the hero here, and here is the sort of a landing site where Luke and Yoda first meet. And I sort of sound like a tour guide. But anyway, oh, and also another interesting point is that this is actually like the sort of cave of darkness, where Luke meets a vision of Darth Vader. And you probably can't hear it now, but you can actually hear the of Darth Vader's voice box whenever you're in that area. And of course, just to show off this final location, here is Yoda's house. Although unfortunately you can't really go in there. A Hobbit would love that house. You know, other maps, Endor, the Forest Moon. Of course, this is the sort of the Forest Moon that was featured in Return of the Jedi. And yes, you can shoot Ewoks. They're running around. They're supposed to be on your side, but who gives a fuck, eh? And you know, in terms of design, this is actually quite an interesting map because it's essentially a straight line. All the nodes are in one linear path from the Ewok village to the command bunker. Again, logs beat metal. Who knew? And of course, we have the badasses of badass. Han Solo, who's the sort of hero class here. And also, while I'm playing this level, also take the time to show off the Boffin Spy, who, like I said before, has this sort of invincibility ability. But saying that, whenever you use the invincibility, you can't shoot. But then again, you could argue it's really good for capturing bases. So yeah, it's kind of a shame, you know, these guys didn't appear in the story, or I mean, or at least you couldn't play as them. No, you only played as the bad guys. And of course, here's the bunker. Well, victory at least. Yeah, something I find when I'm playing like the instant action type of gameplay, it's a lot easier than the missions, in fact. Oh, and of course, this is Jabba's palace, another cool level, and here you feature the giant beast at the bottom. Now, of course, and I just double checked, this is called the Rancor, and well, it's one of those names I forget, but I always kick myself when I do forget. And unfortunately, you can't kill the Rancor. There's a poor little droid getting tortured. And yeah, this is a pretty cool level here. And also, oh, now here's the thing, yeah, it's great to see Jabba, but you know what? Why can't we see Princess Leia in the gold bikini? Oh, and hello Han. You saw him there for like 2 seconds, but yeah, you do see Han as a very lovely looking decoration. So don't worry, buddy, we'll free you later. It'll be alright. And now now this level is Mos Eisley on Tatooine, and you will not find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Yes, it's the desert town, homeworld of Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker, I suppose. And this one's actually a really cool level. It's like full of alleys and full of buildings. It's very easy to sort of sneak in between the two. Very complex.
Solo here. Where's the fire?
Yep, and I did also want to show off. It does have the famous cantina from the movie, of course. But unfortunately, you don't hear that song playing. You know, the which is unfortunate because I remember, you know, this level in the first game did have that song. And I should point out Tatooine, and yeah, this level was featured in the first game along with the Forest Moon of Endor. Although I don't think Jabba's palace was. And of course, I should point out there are several downloadable levels, like the Arena of Endor, the Cloud City of Vespin, and of course two two maps from an ice planet called Renvar, which I don't really know anything about. Now these are downloadable, but only for the Xbox Live version. So unfortunately, I can only show you screenshots.